Welcome back to Escape from Stalingrad Z. We are into Wake Up Time to Die scenario. This is scenario 3, the one immediately after our introductory scenario. So here we go. Let's get into the setup. We'll read a little bit about what's going on here. And it says, you wake up, the nightmare of yesterday resurgent. The moans of the dead reach your ears, pushing you into action. A knife lies close by. Acting, you stand. Steady yourself and take a deep breath. Wake up. This is no time to die. All right, let's get into the setup here. Zoom down a little bit and we'll get things set up on the board. Possibly have a turn or two. All right, so I'm going to put the turn tracker on the very beginning here. I use a little black wooden meeple thing that comes with the boxed game. I have the deluxe version. And we have a couple of things on here. So let's begin with setup. It says place your character on the square marked A. So this is a one-player game. So we have our character Reese here, and A is right here, and of course we get to choose our facing. And I think we're going to face this way. We're facing north, and facing matters in this game. All right. Place weapon markers on O, the knife. Whoops, as I knock that off. So O gets the knife. So what's the knife look like? It's a 4-7. This is going to focus. I hope so. 4-7, one-handed weapon. So there's basically a knife sitting close by, probably stuck into a board, maybe a zombie's head. And it's right there, nice and close to us. We should be able to pick it up, maybe. And on O2 is a Luger with some ammunition. So there's a Luger, ranged weapon, 6 and 9, and range 4, one-handed, and some ammunition to go with it. So there's basically a loaded Luger sitting in that location. All right, draw 3 zombie markers from the zombie pool. Place one on each marked Z location. So there's a Z here, Z here, Z here. And in this scenario, we have one character, which is us, and we have 8 beta zombies, and this time we have an armored zombie. Armored zombies cannot be stunned. And so we're going to just mix up these tokens, and then we're just going to place them down on the board. Now we have a wall here, so we're not going to be able to see the zombie here, but I think we can see this one because it just clips the wall there. So center to center. Yeah, we can see that one. All right, so the first one we can't see. It's going to go here. The second one, we just randomly grab one. We'll go here. We can see it, and it is a beta zombie. All right, and we'll grab the appropriate miniature. I'm going to leave the tokens underneath them. And the final one here, I'll just grab this one, and we can see it. Now, again, hindering terrain does not block line of sight. Fire does not block line of sight. Any figure does not block line of sight. Figures can be your player character, a zombie character, a civilian, which comes in later scenarios, and or soldiers that also come in. All right, so we can see this one, and it's another beta zombie. All right, right next to our loaded Luger that we really want. All right, the other zombie pool, we just leave it down here. All right, let's see, what is our objective? Our objective is pick up the knife and exit either point with the green arrow. So there's 2 exits on this board, S2, they're both spawn points as well. So there's a green arrow exiting here, a green arrow exiting here. So our objective is to claim the knife and get out of here. I'd also like to claim the Luger too, though. That would be pretty awesome if we can get a ranged weapon. If not, well, maybe we can't. So that's our objective. So secondary objective is the Luger. You can maybe pick it up along with 1 ammo. That's right there. Okay, so spawn points S1, S2. So it's basically down the turn track is S1, S2, S1, S2, S1, S2, and so on. So they're going to alternate spawn. Things to remember, don't forget about covering. You can use it at any time. We talked about covering in the opening scenario. Record your zombie kills for experience on your team control sheet. There is a team control sheet, which I don't have, but I'll keep track of stuff off screen. Stun. Zombies are easier to hit. Apply a -3 attack modifier if you have one that's stunned. Well, we know that. You can equip 2 weapons, one in your offhand, if both have an asterisk. So one-handed weapons have an asterisk on them. So the Luger and the knife, and I have an asterisk. Now our club that is currently equipped does not have an asterisk. This is a two-handed weapon, so we can't do that and have an offhand weapon. But the knife's better than the club anyway, so I'll probably use that. Other things to keep in mind. Armored zombies are immune to stun. And that's it. So let's begin our scenario. We're going to get over to the dice tray, roll up our initiative. Alright, it's initiative time, and yes, -4 for the black die for the zombies. And we have, yes, we get to choose. So there is a 6 for us, 5 -1, they're down to 1. So we get to choose who goes first. And you know what? I think I am going to have the zombies take the first turn, and then we'll take the second turn, and then it will be end of the round. Okay, we have opted to have the zombies go first. And of course we look on the board. There are 3 of them. Now, any zombie that's face down, we don't know what it is. It's just an automatic 1 movement. In this scenario, all zombies have 1 movement anyway, because we're dealing with beta zombies, which are right here. They have move 1, attack 1, health 1, and armored is move 1, attack 1, health 1. Armored cannot be stunned. So that's, whoops, you can't quite see that. So the beta's at the top. So we just have beta and 1 armored in here somewhere in the tokens. Okay. And you start at the bottom and you move your way up from left to right to activate each zombie on the board. Our first one is right here. It is going to try to get adjacent to us, can't. Diagonally adjacent, can't. So it will move towards us, and its shortest path is going to take it from right here to right here. So it is shambling over to us. It can see us quite easily. Alright, then the next zombie on the board, there's only one, is here. It will just go straight down here because it's trying to come and get down to us as quickly as possible. But I think, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I guess it can go either way. We'll just have it go straight ahead. So it can either go straight here or straight here. It's the closest distance to us. That's it. This zombie is then going to be the next one because you go left to right. This is the final one, and it's going to move here, trying to get to us. It's still blocked through this wall, so we can't see what it is. It could be the armored one. We don't know. That's the end of the zombie phase. Do we look for spawning? We do. There is no spawning for zombies this turn. So now it is our turn. We are going to take a run action, giving us 8 movement points. Okay, and yeah, let's zoom down here. We're going to be moving. I think we can get over here, grab the knife. If we're running, you can pick up gear for 2 movement points. If you're adjacent, orthogonally adjacent to it. If you're walking, which gives you 4 movement points, you can pick it up for 1. All right, let's zoom down. We are going to start running. Okay, and we will, once we get over here somewhere, we're going to be able to see the zombie in the far north, so we'll expose him afterwards. All right. We know how movement works, so let's take a look. We are going to start here with, we're facing this way. We're going to do a diagonal movement. Running costs us 2, so that's 2 movement points. We're going to go diagonally up here, so we either have a clear space on the diagonal here or a hindering terrain here, so we're going to choose the clear space. So it's going to take an extra move to go up here, so 2 for diagonal movement plus 1 is 3. That gives us a total expenditure now of 5 movement points. And for 2 movement points, because we're running, because we're adjacent to the knife, we are going to go ahead and grab the knife. Yes, we now picked up the knife. We have 1 movement point left. We can actually go straight ahead there. And you know what? I think we're going to do that. For our final movement point, we're going to move right here. And I do believe now we can see the zombie. So let's get this in our inventory, and then we're going to expose the zombie, I think. And when you pick up a weapon, you can rearrange your backpack pretty much any way you want. Now, this is a one-handed weapon. The club is a two-handed. If you look at the stats, the knife is slightly better as a melee weapon than the club. It stuns on a 4, same as the club, but it destroys a zombie on a 7. So this is actually the better weapon, and it's one-handed. So we're going to equip that right here, and we'll put the club in our gear, down in our gear slot, or to our backpack, basically. So we have a club, and we have a knife. Alright, let's see if we've exposed that zombie. I think we might have, the one at the very top. Alright, I'm going to get out the laser thing here and center to center. Yes. Now, some of these, the wall sticks out here, but in the rules, if it clips the corner, then yes, you do. So we will be exposing this zombie, and it's the armored zombie. Oh dear, this guy can't be stunned, so we got to outright kill it. Whew, that's not a good one to have on the board immediately. That's the end of our turn. And I should say we were running, so we do have the covering modifier, running cover modifier of +4. Nothing's going to get close to us anyway, so that's not really going to matter, but we got to keep track of it. That's the end of the entire first turn. Boom, over we go. End of turn tracker. On to the next round. Let's have one more turn for this episode. We're going to get to the dice tray, going to roll up initiative again. All right, initiative time again. We got a knife. I really want to get that Luger. Let's see. Oh, a pair of ones. Well, darn it. We're tied. Initiative. They're -4, but you can't go below 1, so it wouldn't be -3. All right. Let's try that again. Yes, we have a 7, and the zombies have a 1 -4. So we are definitely having the option to go first if we want to. And I think, yes, I think we are going to go first, and then the zombies will go after us. All right, let's get down to the map. Okay, we are going first, and I've got a cunning plan. And the cunning plan involves our knife that is ready. I think we're going to use it on this zombie. How are we going to do that? We're going to take a walk action. Walking gives us 4 movement points. To move 90 degrees is 1. To move forward is 1. So there we go. So with 4 movement then, it's pretty good. We can actually get facing this guy. So yep, this comes off at the beginning of our turn. So for 1 movement point, we're going to face the zombie. 1, 2, 3, 4. Dangerous? Yes. We do get an attack. So I'm going to put the little crosshair attack symbol here, which means we have attacked this turn. Hit or miss. Now let's take a look at our knife. We get a movement and an attack. The knife clearly states if we roll a 4, 5, or 6, we will stun the zombie. If we roll a 7 or higher, we will kill it. If we roll a 1, 2, or 3, we whiff. And that would be not good. It won't be the end of the world, it would just not be good. Let's get to the dice tray and roll up that knife attack. Alright, I got the knife out here. We're looking for anything higher than a 4. A high number would be really nice. We get, oh yes, we get a 12. We got him like a fish. And I should say, we just want to clarify one thing. Because we took a walk action, if you look at the attack modifiers, because we were walking, the modifier is 0. If we were running, we would have had to add +2 to our roll. And yeah, so there we go. So we have just killed, no, is it +2? Yeah, I think with the 12, we have just totally wasted that zombie, because 4 or higher stuns it, 7 or higher kills it. We've just gutted ourselves our first zombie. Nice. Okay, so I'm not sure if I explained that well. So the modifiers, because we were walking, let's go through this again. We're walking, the modifier is 0. If we were running, it would be +2. The +2 is not on the die roll. The +2 would be added to the stats of the weapon. So it would be 6 and 9, if that makes sense. I don't know if I explained that properly. Anyway, we got this guy like a fish. He is out of here. This goes into, it doesn't go back into the pool, it just goes off the table. This guy has been skewered, and we chalk up our first experience. Now if we can, whoops, 26, no. First experience, I'm using a Gloomhaven tracker here for that. This designates that we have moved and attacked. We've used up all our movement points. If we had movement points remaining, we could continue moving, because you can interrupt your move to do an attack action and continue moving. We didn't do that. Oh, that was nice. Ooh, stuck the knife in. Got our first experience. Pumped about that. Dice gods are on our side. That was our turn. over we go now to the zombie turn. Alright, the zombies on the board are going to move, and so these guys are going to try to get to us. This will be the first one because we go bottom to top, left to right. This will be the first one to move. He can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to get orthogonally adjacent, or if he goes this way, I don't think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah, 7. He will definitely move this way, coming at us. Yes, that was so good that we gutted that guy. The armored one is next. He can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or he can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Either way is the shortest. We're just going to have him go straight down. He's going to try and come around the fire. Keeping in mind, they cannot go diagonally across fire. They won't do it. Cool! That was so good. Alright, that's the end of the zombies movement attacking that are on the board. Did we have any spawning? Yes, we do. S1 is going to get a zombie. And of course, it'll be a beta zombie because that's all that's left. We have the armored guy out here already. He gets spawned there. That's the end of the turn. We're moving the turn tracker for next time. Yes, it looks like we're going to be able to get to the Luger. Oh, that is so awesome. Alright, I'm just going to adjust the camera. We're going to wrap up our episode for today. Alright, well, that's going to wrap up our episode for today. So we knifed the one zombie. Oh, that was so good. I was thinking, the way I usually roll dice, I was thinking we'd get a 1, 2, or 3. But we didn't. We gutted them. Nicely done. So we're just going to end it off. We got 3 zombies here. The armored guy is here. A couple of walkers or beta zombies. Yes, next turn, even if we don't go first, we should be able to get ourselves a Luger with some ammunition. Nice. And then all we have to do is get off this board to finish up and win the scenario. So thanks so much for watching along. Thanks for your comments, subscriptions, and like. This is Escape from Stalingrad Z, and we're playing with one character, Reeser. He's looking for his preferred weapon, the Kar 98 rifle. Hasn't found it yet, but we have a knife, which is awesome, and we have a Luger, which is in our sights. So thanks so much for watching. Really appreciate it. Helps out my channel. Hope to see you tomorrow for the continuation, Escape from Stalingrad Z. We're playing Wake Up, Time to Die.